And starting off with this list, or continuing with the list, I should say, is that the California Finance Department is opposing a bill in California that would, because it would make buying children for sex a felony. And the reason why is because they say the potential cost that the state would have to deal with would just be too much. I could, that was the most way I could say it without just like being irritated reading it. And this is Libs of TikTok saying California won't protect children from sex trafficking because it's too expensive. Yes, you heard that right. All right, we have a clip to go with it, and she'll probably explain things to a bit better than I can, although I doubt it. My voice is always better than what a woman can do. Just messing. I'm not trying to be mean. But if anything's wrong with the sound, let me know, up or down. I will change it accordingly.
This proposal to ramp up the penalties for child sex buyers is known as SB 1414, and it is still working its way through the state's lawmaking process, but not without some debate. So today, the Assembly's powerful Appropriations Committee held a brief hearing on the bill before placing the proposal on what's known as the suspense file. This is basically a list of bills that are expected to cost the state a significant amount of money. And next week, lawmakers will decide if the bills on that list pass or die without public discussion. But in today's discussion, Governor Newsom's Department of Finance said right off the bat the intentions of this bill are good, but strictly for money reasons, it's against SB 1414 because it will cost the state a lot and increase California's prison population. The governor himself, though, has said he supports this bill. The author of the proposal, State Senator Shannon Grove, said people who buy children for sex need to be behind bars.
That was an absurd argument. To say that it's going to cost tens of thousands of dollars to lock these individuals up that buy children for sex, and it would roll back their prison exodus that they've been letting people out of prison, is ridiculous. If you look at traumatized youth that have been bought and sold for sex, it costs the state upwards of $300,000 just for basic services. If you take a 13-year-old that you'd have to take care of till they're 18. And then not even that, but the trauma that that person as an adult would experience all their life. Lower income jobs, those kinds of things that traumatically affect these kids. It's ridiculous.
I mean, dude, ridiculous is an understatement. You're telling me we have to pay to do work? We have to pay? Like, come on, man. What even kind of argument is that, though? But then I think, again, once again, it just shows the huge lack of morality. There, like, the morality that exists at the average level, even in the California Finance Department, it's non-existent, dude. And if anything, they're probably more concerned about themselves, like, if they do implement all of these changes that are going to cost them a lot, well, then that reflects poorly on them because then now their budgeting is going to be all messed up. And that's just too much work. Can't we just let these people buy kids for sex trafficking? And it's just like, bro, what? Like, again, it's laughably stupid, but it's not even stupid. It's just evil. I mean, we're getting to points where it's like, you cannot make this stuff up anymore. Like, you get it's starting even from like the stupid stuff you see in the Minnesota Pride Parade where an actual kid participated, and I could be wrong. I might not be the Minnesota one. It might be the one that happened in San Fran. But either way, it's just like, it's not coming back without actually like radical action. And this speaks to the reason why people on the far right are like really kind of tired of like the very paper-handed moderate campaign that Trump is running. Because like we need something very radical to push back against like the absolute godlessness that exists amongst these people, dude. Now, obviously, that can't entirely be solved with just being radical at the campaign level. This needs to be solved with people actually being involved at the local level and stop just like, abdicating and outsourcing like all of the civic duty to people who literally hate you.